I was recruited by Coach Perry, and so she called my travel ball coach and she was like, yeah, like she should come on a visit or whatever, and I was like, what's Ball State? Like I had no idea like where it even was. I knew it was in Indiana, but I was like, where at in Indiana? And when I was on my visit, I had the feeling that it was like somewhere where I needed to be and somewhere I wanted to be.
She's this interesting mix of, she's very lighthearted, stays very emotionally steady, but she's like this sneaky competitor.
This last year for Christmas, we did Secret Santa, and I had Annie Robinson, and so I took this wooden palette and I painted it gray, and then I got the letter, like a letter A, like a wooden letter A, and so then I glued that on there. And then I took these fake flowers and I made like a border around it, and so I just wanted to do something that was a little more personable rather than just go out and buy like socks for it or something. The thing that I made for my teammate Annie, I actually went back and I bought a new one because I didn't sand it down at first, and so after I painted it, there was like little speckles coming out of it and I didn't like it. So I went back and I bought a new one and I repainted it, but I sanded it first. Whenever I make a mistake or something goes wrong, I'm very hard on myself. Probably one of the hardest people on myself on the team. I feel like when you do something, you just need to do it right, and it needs to be not perfect, because I know things aren't perfect and I know people aren't perfect, but they need to be as close to perfect as you possibly can. I'm one of those people who are always like go, 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 do, do, do. I'm never like, I can't just sit down and just relax, I guess, which is kind of bad. But last summer especially, I wasn't really doing much. I mean, I was volunteering a little bit, but I had a lot of downtime since I wasn't playing any softball for a team. And so I was going through my grandma's basement and I found these 2 old windows, and I was like, oh, these are kind of cool. And she was like, you can have them. Like, they're old, they're disgusting, they're dirty. And I was like, all right, like, let me see what I can do with them. So I took them home, I sanded them down, I painted them, and I was like, well, I don't know what to do with them now. And so I went on Pinterest and I was looking and seeing what you can do with old windows, and I saw that you can make them into like a picture frame. So I took a few pictures that I liked, and I took some stationery and I like taped them to the back of it, and I made a picture frame out of a old nasty window. Me and my brother actually, well, he chipped in, I did the work, but we got this giant letter D, it was probably like that big, and I took pictures, like black and white pictures, just of our family, of our pets and stuff, and I Mod Podged them onto the letter D, and I gave that to my mom for Christmas, and it's hanging in our living room. There's definitely people who are sticklers that are like, you need to stop being negative and stuff like that. I think I'm more of the humorous relief, I would think. If you ask some of my teammates, they're probably like, yeah, Haley's always cracking the joke. So I think I try and keep things very lighthearted, and I mean, I would get on someone like seriously if it needed to be, but usually I'm the one that's just like kind of like making people laugh and stuff.
It is a good balance. She's a funny kid and she keeps it light, and I can promise Haley doesn't overthink the process, which I think is actually a huge, huge, huge benefit to her, because sometimes in this sport, caring too much can be a thing. And Haley just doesn't, she doesn't overthink it. Get up, see the ball, hit the ball, and she keeps things light for him, that's for sure.